So EA has dropped the League SBCs and as a result unlocked a bunch of trading methods. In today's video we're going to be teaching you guys how to do those methods. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4 all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video what we're going to be doing is walking you guys through the 3 brand new trading methods that have appeared because of the League SBCs appearing. So yesterday EA dropped the League SBCs and they're the exact same as last year, and you know what? If they're exact same as last year, it means we've got the exact same trading methods as last year, which basically means it opens up 3 different trading methods, and it also opens up a bunch of investing methods we may talk about later in the video. So the main SBC that we are interested in trading in at least today's video is going to be this one right here. This one, which needs a Ligue 1 and an Eredivisie team. And basically what it needs is it needs one club, basically just needs a whole team from one club. This has basically made the bronze, silvers and golds fluctuate to very, very high prices because people are doing this SBC. Now, I'm not overly a fan of trading with golds because they don't really go up and down, up and down, up and down. Bronzes, there's way less supply of them, but silvers I think are really good. That's because there's enough supply for them to be used for the SBCs, but not enough supply for them to be sitting at a stable price. As in, these cards will go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down all day. And because they go up and down, up and down, up and down, we learn what the high is, and then we just keep on buying at the low and then sell at that high every time. So in today's video, we're going to be teaching you how to capitalize on that trend. So the first thing we have got to do is we've got to work out which are the expensive clubs. Now, how you can work out the expensive clubs is what I do is I just head over to the likes of Footbin. I type in any Ligue 1 player's name, and then we click on Ligue 1 down here. Now what I can do is I can scroll over club, and what it'll do is it'll show me every single Ligue 1 club. I'm now going to basically learn which clubs are going for discard and which clubs are not going for discard. Now, the reason you don't want to go and buy players who are going for discard is because these players are impossible to snipe. But if you can work out the clubs that are semi-expensive, then what you can do is you can learn the players that fluctuate loads. Obviously, if something is like, let's say the cheapest on the market, so 1.5k, let's say that every silver Ligue 1 player is going for 1.5, you don't really want to snipe them because they don't go from 1.5 to 2k. But let's say we're looking at the likes of Olympique Marseille Silvers, and these players are 2.5k. These players will consistently go down to 2k and then up to 3k. Down to 2k, up to 3k. So as a result, these are the players we want to be trading with. So, I'll go through the clubs right now. The clubs that you do not want to buy from, as of recording this video, is Metz, Lorient, Strasbourg, Brestois, Harvey, and Clermont-Foot. The clubs that are okay to trade with but not the best are Toulouse, Nantes, and Lille out of all teams. And then the best teams to go and trade with are the likes of Olympique Marseille, the likes of Lens, Olympique Lyon's good, and Monaco is good. Also, actually, where are they? The team with which will still... There you go. And Stade de Reims. They're like the best teams to go and trade with. So how are we going to go and trade with those teams? So the first thing you can do is sniping. Everyone loves a bit of sniping. So how do we set up a sniping filter for this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go silver. We're going to go Ligue 1, and we're going to have the highest buy now possible without there being more than one card. So if I go and put 1.5k, how many cards are over the hour? None. Perfect. Let's go and up it to 1.6k. At 1.6k, how many cards are over the hour? We have got... Come on. Yeah, let's go all the way to the end. We have got no cards over the hour. Perfect. So that filter will work. Can we get a 1.7k? And again, we put 1.7k and we scroll to the end. Now, the reason you want this number to be as high as possible is because the higher the number, the more players you'll be able to snipe. It's basically you're casting a wider net. If you're casting a wider net, you're going to catch more fish. Fish means money. So at 1.7k, it looks like there's a lot more on the market, so it's looking unlikely that we're going to probably be able to use a filter. 1.7, too many cards over the hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower that back down to 1.6. So that is going to be our max buy now. Now your minimum buy now, you're going to go and set to 200 coins below that. And you may say, why that? Why? Surely I want to go and try and snipe these silvers for a K. Well, what I'll tell you is that there are G Fuel snorting children that will literally snipe every silver Ligue 1 card under a K. So unless you've got more drugs than you know what to do with, you are not going to outdo the G Fuel snorting children. And they will literally snipe every silver League 1 card under 1.2. How do I know this? It's the same every year. You can go and try and win them, you know, let's say 500 coins cheaper than what the cheapest on the market is, but you will not. Again, do not challenge the G Fuel snorting children. Let them have their sniping filters, we'll do something else. We're scared of them, basically. So again, the buy now is going to be the highest possible, and the min buy now is going to be 200 coins less than that, because these are relatively easy players to win. You're now going to go and search this, and what you're looking to do is you are now looking to buy any silvers from the likes of Lens, Lille, Olympique Marseille, Monaco, Montpellier, Nice, PSG, Stade de Rennes, Olympique Marseille, Stade de Reims again, and that's it. You can go Toulouse, you can go Nantes, you can go Lille, but they're not so favourable. So what we do is we search this in. We now scroll to the end, and because earlier we said that there were no more than one card over the hour, we can now press compare price back out, and it will show me brand new cards that appeared. So you see how that card wasn't there a second ago? Compare price back out, boom. And what we're going to also do to make this a little bit easier to snipe is we're going to go and flick right. Now, why are we flicking right? That's because, you know, as good looking as these guys are, I don't really care about their face. All I care about is their club. And you can see the badge there is a lot easier to read if I flick right than I do left. So all we really care about is sniping the players from the, you know, the teams I said. So it might be easier to almost learn the clubs that you don't snipe. You don't snipe Metz, you don't snipe the likes of Strasbourg, you don't snipe Lorient, you don't snipe Stade de Reims, you don't snipe Havre, and you don't snipe Clermont-Foot. So again, about 6 or 7 squads. And we're going to keep on pressing compare price back out. And we're going to go and buy anyone that is not from those squads. So again, you're going to see these clubs pop up a lot more. And the reason they pop up a lot more is because these are basically the discard, or like this is basically the cheapest silver. So there was a Toulouse player. Toulouse and Nantes, there's a bit of money on it, but it's not as good. They're good if you happily sell for lazy buyers, but I tell you what, there'll be money on that. Lens. So Lens, as I said, was one of the great teams to buy. So we've just won ourselves a cabot, and hopefully we will also make a cabot of coins. Ha 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 ha. So we've won the cabot. So now once you've won your deal, what are you going to do? You're going to search how much the player's for. Or, what I do for my subs is I do write down a list of all the silvers. So at the moment I'm still learning them, but cabot earlier, a right wing back from Lens, I sold at 3.4k. So to save yourself time, you can either go and write down a big list of what these silvers go for, or if you're a sub, I provide this daily. I'll have updated prices every single day on what they sell for, because these will go up and down, up and down, up and down, so I'll be consistently gathering data. So already I've bought him for 1.6 and I'm pretty sure I can sell him for 3.4. But let's say you didn't go and write down how much you can sell the cards for. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go right back, Lens. Now you don't necessarily have to sell for the cheapest, because so many people are doing this SBC that, again, they'll fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down. But I would probably play it safe and go and sell at... I mean, if I wanted to sell it instantly, I could sell it at 2.9k and already make an easy 1.3. But I'm not going to go for that. I'll go for a little bit more. I think we can go for about 3.3, 3.4k. And as I say, even though there's a bunch of cards on the market, I don't really have to worry because, one, these cards are great for lazy buyers. I can tell you that you've probably been there where you're doing League SBCs, you buy the player, or you buy a few players and you just can't be arsed. You can't be arsed getting the cheapest time, having to snipe every time. So you just go and buy random, you go and buy them for not necessarily the cheapest on the market. Again, sounds very irrational, but it does occur. And yeah, that's basically what happens. So I can go list them up for 3.4k and good money. And then all I have to do is just keep doing this method, really. You just go silver, you go again, find the highest buy now, which was 1.6. We go 200 coins less than that. You learn the cheap teams. You don't buy the cheap teams and you just buy one from the expensive teams. And I mean, we literally got the first snipe. Now, this method would be most active between 3 PM to about midnight, midweek, and then we'll be really active over the weekend. That's just when trading is active in general. Right now, this method is great to do because not many people are aware of the expensive teams, meaning you can capitalize on it. The one thing I will also say, you do want to watch out for Thursday marquee matchups. Now, why do you want to watch out for Thursday marquee matchups? That's because that's when we get our first supply of silvers. Silvers get absolutely spammed on the market, and because they get absolutely spammed on the market, these cards will drop in price. So again, with the filter you sort of use in the video, that isn't necessarily going to be the filter that works all the time, in terms of 1.6k being the buy now. That's why I teach you guys how to set the filter, and not just go, these are the filters you use, because it's unrealistic that that filter will be the same after Thursday with marquee matchups. And then what's going to happen is these silvers will rebound Thursday through to Sunday, and then they normally stop rising on the Monday because we get ourselves the generic upgrades. But that's just a little bit of background information on the cycle of these players. That's how you do the method. Again, we'll keep this method updated. We'll maybe release an updated version in a week if we do find ourselves some new things. But here is a nice sniping fielder. Here is some live profit you've seen me be able to make in the video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.